Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about Bear and Panda in Barcelona. So let's get started. The first place that I recommend you visit when you go to Barcelona is of course the famous Bear and Panda statues. The statues were created by two artists, Jaume Plensa and Rebecca Horn. They were built in 1987 and are located in the harbor area of Barcelona. Originally, they were designed for the 1992 Olympics that were held in the city. The bear was meant to represent Catalonia, the region where Barcelona is located, because historically, bears lived in the area. Now, there aren't any bears living in Catalonia anymore, but this statue is a reminder of them. And apparently, their fur was once used to make coats. Anyways, the panda was a gift from China, and it was the first one ever to arrive in Europe. If you want to see these statues, I highly recommend that you take the metro to Barceloneta station. From there, you just need to walk for about 3 minutes to get to the statues. If you want to get some good pictures of them, I suggest you get there early in the morning, because later on during the day, there are always tons of people around them, and it's kind of hard to get a good picture. You can also try going later in the evening because at night, the area around the port is really pretty and not as busy. Now, there is also a small park between the bear and the panda. It's called Parc de la Mar, and it's a perfect spot if you want to relax or have a picnic. There are lots of locals that come here to work out or take their dogs for a walk. You can also rent boats here if you want to go out onto the water. Next, I would recommend you visit the Sagrada Familia. This basilica is located in the heart of Barcelona and its construction began in 1882. However, it's still not finished yet. The architect who designed it is called Antoni Gaudí, and he also designed many other famous places in Barcelona. He is considered one of the most important modernist architects of all time. Fun fact: when Gaudí died, he didn't leave any plans behind for the Sagrada Familia. So the construction has been a little bit difficult, but thankfully today, they finally know how to continue building it. The Sagrada Familia is dedicated to the Holy Family, and it will have 18 towers when it's complete. Tickets cost around €26, and you can buy them at the door or online. However, I would recommend you buy them online, because sometimes there are discounts, and you can skip the long lines. The estimated time to visit the basilica is about 2 hours. But honestly, you could spend much more time here if you wanted to, while you're in the area. I would also recommend you check out Parc Guell. This park was built in 1900 and was designed by Gaudí as well. It was originally meant to be a neighborhood full of wealthy families, but that never ended up happening. Today, it's a public park and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. My favorite part is the Gaudí House Museum, where you can see how he lived. Tickets cost around €10 for adults and €6.50 for children. Again, I would recommend buying them online to save some money and time. Make sure to wear comfortable shoes, because there are a lot of stairs and hills. But the views from the top are definitely worth it. It's very easy to get to the park by taking the metro to the Lesseps station. Once you get out, it'll be right there. Another thing that I think you should do when you go to Barcelona is try the food. There are so many amazing restaurants, but I'm gonna talk about tapas and churros, specifically because those are my favorites. Tapas are basically small portions of food that you can share with your friends. It's a great way to try a lot of different things. A popular tapa in Barcelona are patatas bravas, which are fried potatoes with a spicy sauce on top. Another one are the croquettes, which are deep fried and usually filled with meat or cheese. You can also get seafood tapas, like these delicious ones that I tried. which were fried calamari and shrimp. The price varies depending on where you go, but on average, each tapa costs around 6 to 10 euros. Sometimes you can even find ones that are smaller for 4 euros. And personally, I love going to Barcelona. They have great prices and an amazing selection. And now, let's talk about churros. Churros are fried dough pastries that you can eat either sweet or savory. In Spain, they're typically served for breakfast with hot chocolate for dipping. I actually made a video about how to make churros, so make sure to check it out after this one. The best place to get churros in Barcelona is at a place called Churreria Sant Gaines. They have 2 locations, one at Mercat de Santa Caterina, and another one at Passig del Born. The line is always super long, but it's definitely worth it. The price depends on what you get, but on average, it's about 3 euros per person. Alright. Now let's talk about Barceloneta Beach. It's located in the Old Port area of Barcelona. And it's a great spot if you want to relax or have a picnic. The beach is about 370 meters long, and it's lined with palm trees and restaurants. There are also volleyball courts and a playground if you have kids. Just remember that the sand here can get pretty hot, so bring some flip-flops or sandals. You can also rent boats or jet skis if you want to do something fun. But overall, it's a pretty chill place. You can get there by taking the metro to Barceloneta station. Lastly, I would recommend you take some photos with the street art in Barcelona. The city has some beautiful murals and graffiti that are definitely worth checking out. One of my favorites is the Sugar Skull by Australian artist Fintan McGee. It's located in the El Raval neighborhood, and it's about 15 meters tall. You can get there by taking the metro to Tarragona station. Another cool mural is the Barcelona graffiti wall. It's a huge wall covered with colorful graffiti, and it's located in the Poblenou district. You can get there by taking the metro to Selva de Mar station. There are also tons of little independent artists that you'll find throughout the city. So keep your eyes open. But anyways, those are the 5 things that I recommend you do when you go to Barcelona. Of course, there are so many more things to do and see, but I'll leave that up to you guys to discover. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.